Okay, next up, let's talk about swing quantization and adding a swing feel to your compositions. The first thing I want to do here is show you the similarities between and the differences between an eighth note triplet feel and an eighth note swung feel. So these are eighth note triplets played on a ride cymbal. And just like the last examples, we have the beat divided into 3. Now, there's a bit of a misconception that if you just delete every middle note, you essentially have a swung groove. That's not incorrect, but it's not quite the full story. Some people might call this a triplet swing, other people might call it a hard swing, while others might call this a shuffle groove. But the key distinction here is this is a triplet or swing groove that is metronomically locked to the grid. So it's perfectly in time. So this is like the most locked in version of swing, if you want to think about it that way. But swing in general is more of like a feel. And players will typically move that second note of each grouping a little sooner or a little further, a little lighter or a little heavier swing. Let's go back to an eighth note grid. And what I'm going to do is quantize all of these notes to a straight eighth note. So now I have 2 divisions per beat. If I drag over these now and add a little bit of swing here with the swing slider, let's go up to like 62 or so, you'll see that every other note gets adjusted. So if I go lower than 50, this brings that note closer to the first note. And if I pull it above 50, this brings it away from the first note. So swing grooves and the swing feel has some more nuance to it than just a triplet groove does, because you can control the amount of swing here. I could do a really subtle swing where every second note is just ever so slightly off of the grid. But if I compare that to an eighth note triplet grid, you'll see that those second notes, every second note is still a little bit ahead where the eighth note triplet would be. And if I pull up the swing to a certain amount, which is around 66 or 67%, you get like a perfect triplet swing, right? So every other note just so happens to line up with the grid of an eighth note triplet. But you can do even a heavier swing if you pull it a little bit more. Or you can do more of a relaxed swing where you pull it ahead of that grid line a little bit, like 62, 63. Now, I could just set this to 66 and go with that like perfect triplet style of swing, but that's not really how players play when they swing. They actually, for the most part, tend to do something more like this. So to get like a realistic swing, I usually set the swing slider to somewhere between like 60 and 66, somewhere in there, unless you're really trying to do an exaggerated swing, which you'd go above 66. And if you wanted to do like a reverse swing, you can pull the swing slider below 50. So there's a lot of different ways to approach this, but let's check out a practical example. Okay, so let's convert a straight grooved musical example into a swung groove. So let's set our grid back to 16th notes. And here I have a musical example with drums, shaker, piano, and bass, and everything is locked into a 16th note groove. So you can see here, the shaker is playing straight eighth notes. The piano is playing mostly eighth notes with a few 16th notes, just like in here. And actually, even there, those are pretty much all eighth notes. Yeah, I think the piano and the bass line are all eighth notes. It's just the drum part that has some 16th notes in it. Okay, so let's start with the simplest track. That's going to be the shaker track. And so let's just open this up. And again, you can see just straight eighth notes. Let's quantize all of these notes to an eighth note swing value. Now, you can either quantize to these like preset values here, or you can quantize to a straight value and then add your own swing the way you like it. So I'm going to put this back on 50 to start. And let's try out these swing presets. Let's go down to eighth note swing A. And what you'll see is there's essentially no swing. Eighth note swing A is basically the same thing as eighth notes. Let's try eighth note swing B. And you'll see every second note gets a little bit further away. Let's try out eighth note swing C. And if we compare that to an eighth note triplet grid, you'll see we're getting closer to that triplet swing feel that we were talking about earlier, but not quite there. Let's go with eighth note swing D. That brings it even a little bit further, but not quite on the triplet grid line. And then if I go with E or F, it's going to push it even further. So let's go with D for this. And in fact, let's try to recreate that same position, but not using the swing preset quantization values. So let's actually go back to a straight eighth note, and then let's pull up the swing around maybe 62, 63. Yeah, there we go. I always find that 62, 63 is a good natural sounding swing that doesn't sound too much like a triplet and sounds like something a player would actually play. So let's go with that. And then let's go to the drums now. And then the same thing in here. Let's go back to an eighth note, but there is like one spot in here, right here. There's like a little snare roll or something. Da-da-da, right? So that part we're going to skip. So we're just going to hit Command A to select everything. And then while I hold Shift, I'm going to drag over these notes to omit them. And then we can quantize to an eighth note with 62% swing. And again, this was what it sounded like before. That's the straight eighth note feel, and then now the eighth note swung feel. Okay, that sounds great. Let's go down to our piano here, and we're going to quantize everything except for this last chord. So again, this is the straight feel, straight eighth note piano. And then now let's quantize to an eighth note with 62 swing. Every other note gets shifted over. Yeah, da da da, just does great things here for these little rhythmic motives. And let's do the same thing for the bass. The bass line is basically just playing similar notes to what the left hand of the piano is playing, but here's the straight eighth note bass part here. Let's go ahead and just swing that, 62 swing. I think some of these notes on top here are going to need to be shortened a little bit. So you just have to keep in mind it's not always just the rhythm of the notes. Sometimes you have to shorten them for that particular playing style. Let's see what that sounds like. Some musical ideas just sound better when they are swung. Now, this exact same concept can also be used for 16th note swing. So in that case, you would just have a 16th note idea and you would be swinging the 16th notes rather than the 8th notes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. As always, thank you so much for the support and thanks for watching.